Today we will be creating algebraic expressions, and before this we were kind of dealing with numerical expressions, and then when we put in variables they became algebraic expressions. So the definition for algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase that has one or more variables. So it's a mathematical phrase that has one or more variables. And as you can see down here, we are taking the words and we're going to be putting them into algebraic expressions with numbers and variables. But first, I want to write down certain words that mean adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, and so on. So, let's see, a word that means adding could be sum, or plus, or more than. These are the three most common ones that you'll see. And you can see them down here, more than, some, and so on. Okay, for subtracting, it's difference, minus, and less than. So those are the more common ones that you'll probably see. For multiplying, it might be product. It could be times. Or another one that's common is twice. That just means times 2. So, if you might forget about that, you might want to put times 2, something like that. And the last one for dividing, quotient and divided by. And I don't know if you'll see this today, but you might sometime half. And half is just dividing by 2. Or if it says a third, you're dividing by 3. Okay, so we are going to use these words to try and figure out what these words down here are trying to tell us what to do. So let's go down here. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this one says 32 more than a number n. So I'm going to be using the variable n. More than is adding. So 32 more than, that means I'm adding 32 to something, and that something is n. So this is kind of backwards. It's not 32 plus n, it's n plus 32. Okay, let's look at number 2. It says 58 less than. Less than is subtracting. So I'm going to start with minus 58. So 58 less than a number c. C goes first. C minus 58. It is not 58 minus c, because that would be c less than 58. So that one is kind of tricky. Okay, let's look at number 3. 8 times a number v. Let's see, times is multiplying. So you could put 8 times v, or you could put 8v. I prefer the 8v. Okay, next one, the quotient, that means dividing, of a number x and 5. So with quotient, you just kind of put it in order as how it comes. So a number x will go on top, and then 5 will be the denominator on the bottom. You could also put x divided by 5. Either one is fine. Okay, next one, 3 more than twice a number w. So 3 more than means I'm adding 3 to something. And then twice a number w, twice means times 2. So that's 2w plus 3. I'm adding 3 to twice of w. Number 6, 9 less than the quotient of 6 and a number b. So 9 less than means I'm subtracting 9 from something. And then the quotient of 6 and a number b. So quotient means I'm dividing, so it's 6 divided by b minus 9. You could also have 6 divided by b minus 9. That's fine as well. Okay, a couple more before you have some to do. Number 7 says the product of 4 and the sum of a number x and 7. So product means I'm multiplying something, so it's going to be 4 times something. That something is the sum of a number x, and so this is x plus 7. But you need to put these inside parentheses because order of operations, if I didn't have the parentheses, it would be 4 times x first, then adding 7, and that's not what it's saying. So this is the product of 4, so 4 times the sum of x and 7, which is this. You could also write it without the dot there. You could put that as well. So if it's a product or a quotient of a sum or a difference, that sum or difference needs to be inside parentheses. Okay, let's look at the last one together. 7 less than the product of a number a and 4. So 7 less than means I'm taking away 7 from something. And this one is the product of a and 4. So that's 4a. So that's 4a minus 7. You could also write it as 4 times a minus 7 or something like that. Okay, that's it. I would like you to try these 3 on the bottom here. And yes, it will pause and ask you for the answers. So go ahead and try number 9 right now. Okay, for number 9, it's the quotient of 18 and a number n. So you're dividing 18 divided by n. So it might look like this, or it might look like this. Either one is fine. I think on your multiple choice answer I had to put it this way. I think. Okay, now go ahead and try number 10. Okay, this one is twice the sum of a number x and 8. So twice means I'm multiplying by 2. And then the sum needs to be inside parentheses. And sum means I'm adding, so x plus 8. You could also have just 2 times x plus 8 like that. And the last one for you to do is number 11, so go ahead and try that. Okay, this one is the quotient of 5 and the sum of 12 and a number y. So quotient, this is going to go on top. So 5 divided by the sum, that means I'm adding 12 plus y. You could put them inside parentheses if you want to. If you wrote it out just on one line, it would be 5 divided by, and in this you would have to use parentheses. You'd have to put 12 plus y inside parentheses, or y plus 12. Either one is fine. That is it for the notes. You can go ahead and do your exit ticket and start on your assignment that is on Schoology.